Hi, welcome to Ray at the Movies, and today I want to do my review on The Exorcist Believer that came out October 6, 2023. So this year. I watched it on Peacock yesterday, or actually this morning. That doesn't matter when I watched it. The movie is directed by David Gordon Green, who did the Halloween trilogy, by the way, and I still haven't seen Halloween Ends because I've heard so many bad things about that movie and so many people dislike that movie that I'm kind of holding off on it. I might go ahead and just watch it. The screenplay was by Peter Sedler, who did Camp X-Ray, and David Gordon Green. Just to let you know, he does a lot of his scripts for the movies he directs. Story by Scott Teems, Insidious, The Red Door, Danny McBride, Pineapple Express, Tropic Thunder. He also had a hand in the writing for the first three Halloween films that were directed by David Gordon Green. The cast is Leslie Odom Jr., who is in Red Tails, Murder on the Orient Express, and Harriet. All right, sorry, this is kind of not my normal thing of how I'm doing this review. Lynette Jewett was in Wonder, The Darkest Minds, Feel the Beat. Olivia O'Neill, her first movie. She plays one of the girls who's possessed. Norbert Leo Botts, Wonder Park, Flag Day. Ann Dowd, Green Card, Marley and Me. Ellen Burstyn, Playing by the Heart, Red Dragon, and the original Exorcist movie, of course. Rappel Subverge, Risky Business, The Hidden Two, Independence Day, Danny McCarthy, The Amityville Horror, Derailed, Fred Claus, music by David Wingo, who did the music for Maggie, Mud, Snow Angels, and Adam, I can't say the guy's name, he's the other guy who did the music, and his name is, he did the music for Maggie, Halloween Ends, and Kills. And the budget was $30 million. It made $65 million. Domestically, overseas, it made $70 million for a total of $137.7 million. And here's the synopsis of the film. Sorry, I'm a little out of it. Two different ones. One from IMDb and one from the Box Office Mojo, which I got the box office numbers for. When a single father, Victor Felden's daughter, Angela, and her friend, Catherine, show signs of demonic possession, it unleashes a chain of events that forces him to confront the nature of evil. Terrified and desperate, he seeks out Chris McNeil, the only person alive who's witnessed anything like it before. And then this is the other one, which I like better. When two girls disappear into the woods and return 3 days later with no memory of what happened to them, the father of one of the girls seeks out Chris McNeil, who's been forever altered by what happened to her daughter 50 years ago. And Linda Blair Reagan is the in the original 1973 film was an advisor on the set to the actresses portraying the possessed girls in the film. The rating on IMDb is 4.8. That's not good. And 22% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I don't really pay attention to. Here's my thoughts on the movie, okay? I get 2.5 stars. I like the first half of the movie, and then I feel it kind of falls apart. I don't feel like they misuse the character Chris from the original. I felt they handled that good, a lot better than they handled the character from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre when they did the reboot for Netflix. I didn't like how they handled that character. They built her character up, and then when you see the movie, you'll know what I mean. I really like the cast. They help carry the film and make it worth watching. If you're an avid Exorcist fan of the original, you're probably not going to like this. And if you've never seen the Exorcist films, you may or may not like it. It's a hard movie to recommend because the first half is great and the last half isn't as good. I'm not saying it's a bad film. It's a whole lot better than The Exorcist 2, The Heretic. Nothing is worse than that film. That movie is not very good. So I would recommend watching it on Peacock or renting it on streaming. I would hold off on buying it. I'm going to buy it because I still liked it enough to own it. And but I'll see what happens when I watch it again. I had time to just decide whether I like this movie or not, and I kind of like it and kind of don't. I'm still up in the air, so I'm giving it 2.5 stars out of 5. So with that, I am out of here, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.